Good morning, everyone. Um, let's make it Monday time. Today is Monday, 27th of April, 2026, and I am Jeanette Clark, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland. Okay, so today I just tend to pull out this same stamp set all the time because I just love it, and it is the Cutest Crew. So the Cutest Crew stamp set comes in a bundle, cheaper to buy the two, 10% discount, and it has great dies that go with it. We're going to use some of the dies today that you're thinking, what would I use that for? A little bit different. I'm not using the animals or the birds. So let's just share that so I can show you how to use your stamp set and dies a bit more. We are going to do a card that's got a little bit of new product and a little bit of current product in it. So the Cutest Crew, here's my card. Let's just see, take it up a bit. See, maybe that's not so good. The card, how about that? You can see that a bit better with the light. I'm using the thicker basic white cardstock for a change. If you try the difference between the two, this is the thick one. It is quite, you can notice the difference. This is the standard one, and it's quite a bit flimsier. It's hard to tell on the video, but believe me, trust me, the thicker one is more sturdier, and I do like to use it from time to time. So I'm using that. I'm using one of the new in colours coming in on the 3rd, 5th of May, about-ish, called Shaded Spruce. So it's green, coming up for Christmas in July. It'll be great. Shaded Spruce. I'm using some new designer series paper, and it's going to be a bit hard for me to show you, but you can see there's quite a bit of texture on that paper. And when you touch this one here, it's flocked. So it's a very furry, flocked, fuzzy type feeling. So they've all got that. Oh, no, I don't like the fact that the shadows are coming in on my work I've got my window open. Let's just see. I might just shut my blind. Just bear with me for one moment. Just chat amongst yourselves for a second, please, while I adjust the light. Okay, let's give that a go. So let me show you the designer paper, and it's called Velvet Meadow. I have to take it all out because I need to really show you what it's got. Write this on your list for, if you've got the catalogue, go find Velvet Meadow. Has some beautiful florals, and when I touch these white ones, they are flocked, so they've got some texture. You've got two of each one, floral one side and basic on the other. Basic. This one is great for scrapbooking, so I'll push that out. You can see my messy area as well. So that's a whole one, bit of border up and top, bottom. You can use that just wonderfully for scrapbooking, memory keeping, or you can cut it up itself and make cards with it. Excellent for that. So multi-purpose, and that has all the whites, I think. White on that is flocked when you touch it. So that's that one. And then we have really nice floral one. This one has the middles of the flowers are flocked, so you can feel those, plain on the back. This one is what we're using today, plain on the back. Nice plain one. And look at that. I don't know, it just strikes me, and I'm thinking I've got to make something with that soon. I might do that for my next class. All those white leaves are flocked. It's just fabulous. And also, once again, great for a scrapbooking page. Plain on the back of that one. And this one's got, I've used this one on a card. This one's got beautiful floral and flocked little white bits in the middle. So you have to buy it and touch it to see the beauty of it. It is just fabulous. So today we are using that one with shaded spruce and white. I'm using both sides. I'm sort of layering so that we can get the best of both. You can see here I'm using the die here. So just something a bit different, not the animals. Well, there's the paws. I'm using that die, and that's what I've put down the side. And I'm going to use this die with you now. I haven't done it before, so I'll be just trying something out with that die. So let's get started. Leave that there so that you can see. We have our thick basic white card base. We'll leave that for later. We have a piece of shaded spruce. Oh, silly me. What's the new one called? Pine, Peaceful Pine. And it measures 10 centimetres by 14.3 centimetres. We're going to be working mainly with that. So we have our piece of plain designer series paper, the back part of it here, and that measures 5 centimetres by 13.5 centimetres. I'm going to be laying that on there. And we have got our flocked piece. There you can see the flocked piece. See that, those bits there and there, they're all raised and they're flocked. Just so cool, super cool. So that's going to go on top. There is a sort of a right way and a wrong, but if you have to really look, it doesn't really matter. So that's going to go on there. And then I've already cut one of these dies. So the die is quite long. The die is quite long and a bit too long for this, but we're going to trim it off. So I've already cut one out and I'm going to stick this one on straight away. So with a tiny bit, you could use your adhesive backed paper, but with a tiny bit of glue, and I just go sparingly with my glue and I just dot when it starts to come out. There it goes. Just dot it along sparingly, because otherwise you don't want it oozing out of those holes. It's enough to be able to adhere it to my card. So I'm going to put it down the side of this piece. Line it up. I just want a tiny bit showing. See, tiny bit showing on the side, so we're not covering up that beautiful designer series paper. And then I'm going to trim off the bit that is too long. Pop that to the side. So that's where my die goes on, and then this one's just going to be glued straight over the top. I'm using glue, multi-purpose glue this time, rather than double-sided tape, because they are smaller. So then I just line it up, even border top and bottom, and pop that down. So I've just got those ones together. And in my original card, I've done just a little hello. I have someone in mind that I'm going to give this to, so this is for them. For now, I'm going to do a happy birthday. So I think I might do this in my coffee cake and card class coming up. If you're watching this, you're going to see what you're going to make, but you can have a choice, happy birthday or just a little hello. We're going to do colour on colour. Now I have one of the new ink pads. It hasn't got any label on it yet because I haven't done that. So I'm just showing you that how easy it is to open because it is magnetic. Magic, look at that. And you can get these when the new catalogue starts in all the new in colours. Peaceful Pine is one. I'm going to go Happy Birthday. And as you can see, it is a felt ink pad, not a sponge ink pad like our previous ones. For those of you who have been around for a while, we've had felt before. You know, do you like felt or do you like the sponge inky one? Happy Birthday's going down the bottom. And then I just put the top back on, and I've just done that for the time being. So I know I store my ink pads with the ink facing down. That's ink Peaceful Pine. Now I'm going to try something new here now, and I'm going to get the die, which is the flowers. And instead of stamping the flowers, I'm going to cut out the die here. So we'll do that together with my cut and emboss machine. I'll just bring it in. I have to use the large cut and emboss machine because this piece of card is just a little bit too big for the mini. So I'm going to pop that in there, and I'm going to lay my flowers down above it. And have I got my other plate? No, I haven't got my other plate. Here we go. And I'm going to pop that on there and crank it through. And then we have one lot of flowers. Now you pick it up and you'll find that that's all right. That's not really the look I'm after, but let's just work with that and see what I can do with it, because I'm just getting the flowers out. I'll share with you something with the flowers in a moment, because I have to do 3 of these. Let's go another one or 2. I'll just do 2. Put that one there. Let's go back. So I've put that one there, and I'm going to put a plate on top, and I'm going to crank it through. And let's see what we can do with that. Move my cut and emboss machine and pop it back down. And let's see. I'll show you the effect that I'm after. Let me just get that die out. Pop the die out. Poke the little holes. I'll just show you. You've got to poke all these little holes, and out pops tiny little flowers. They are really little. And there is the outline of the flowers. And then you get these tiny, tiny, tiny flowers. So you have to be careful not to lose any of them, because we might need to use those. Now I'm going to pop this onto my card base just to have a look. And there's the happy birthday and the flowers going down there, but you can't really see that they're flowers. So my effect was probably not what I was after. I could pop them back in, I think. Oh, I'm going to do that. There you go. See, it comes into play once you look. So I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue once again. Just dab my glue when it starts to come out. On the back of the flowers. Once again, it doesn't need a great deal. And I think I'm going to have to put this on my card base. Okay, I'm learning as I go. I'm going to move that to the side. Even though it's got glue on it, it remains okay for a bit. I have to be fast. So I'm going to put some double-sided tape on the back of this and pop it onto my card base. And let's see what happens next. I'm not going to put any down that side. Oh, I think this is the base, so I'm going to work with the base. For those who know, I'm going to do my little tails that stick out and pop it onto my card base like so. Take one off, and then do the other one. So now I've put it on, I'm going to grab my flowers and, no, upside down, Miss Jade. Let's turn it round and I'm going to pop it back in where it came out. Well, there you go. So I'm going to get this other one. It's still got a flower stuck in it. I'm going to leave that flower stuck in. I quite like that. Just gives it a little bit of interest. Tiny bit of glue. Make sure you got it up the right way. Nope. Turn it round. Slot it in. Then I have some flowers. Well, I'm quite happy with that. And then our other piece, like this, that we made earlier, just goes on the side. So this has got the flocking here, and you have to be liberal with your glue on the flocking piece because it's really got to stick onto the card. So this is where I say go for it with your glue without being too much and it oozes out. And that just goes on our card there. So there you go. I'm quite happy with that. And if you wanted to, I'm not going to, but if you do want to put some little bling, some embellishments on there, that's good too. But there is our birthday card using some different dies. And there's the first one. So I don't know which one you like the best. Do you like the stamps or do you like using the die? I like them both. So there you go. So there's the cutest crew. Pop it on your shopping list. And at the moment, product of the month until the 30th, which is coming up very soon, at the end of this month, we have a new product of the month called the Eyelet Blooms die. I'm yet to try this. I'm itching to try it, but I haven't done so yet. But it is a big die. So you could do it with a 10 by 14.3 centimetre piece for the backing of your card. And it looks like that. Don't you love it? You can get that for $9, only up until the end of this month. So go check that out too. On my website here. So these are the little flowers. Don't throw them away. You're going to keep them for another project. stampindayswithjeanette.blogspot.com. Go and have a look at all the latest information. And my website, JeanetteClark.stampinup.net. So until next week, and for another Let's Make It Monday, Enjoy and happy stamping, everyone. Bye for now.